Hey, folks, you're listening to the Wrecking Crew Comedy Podcast. I'm Vito D'Amico, and today we're talking to the one and only Orion Starr. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Let me turn up your sound. I don't know. You're in the car or something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not driving, are you?
No, I'm parked.
Okay, yeah. So if you want, hit the highway while you're talking to me. It'll be good.
No, I'm good.
All right. So, you are a professional. Well, not a professional. Sorry. You're an amateur fighter, and you're an adult performer.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I guess it's the best of both worlds, you can say. Um, m- my thing is sex and violence, so,
You you
yep.
you like the sex and violent stuff.
Yeah, I do.
So I've seen a little bit of your fighting. You're incredibly quick.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, is that your um, out of your skill sets? Besides, getting laid, what is the best thing that you can do in the ring?
Punch people in the face, throw some head kicks, uh, pretty much everything in between, from clenching to, uh, you know, brawling it out. Everything, really.
So is it kind of like is it so it's UFC mixed martial arts you're doing, right?
No, it's not UFC. It's kickboxing,
Oh,
Muay
okay.
Thai and Dutch style kickboxing.
Okay, so it's the kickboxing, but there's no grabbing the other person and putting them to the floor, right?
No, not yet.
No. And is that something you want to go, like you want to go into UFC or you want to?
Yeah, yeah. Eventually, I want to get into the UFC and Bellator and Glory Kickboxing. I don't know if you've heard of that, but they're really good.
Right, right.
Uh, but all the high end martial arts, brands and stuff.
And is this is a passion you've always had?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ever since I was younger, I was doing Tiger Schulman's karate when I was 15, and it was kind of boring because like they would just do the same thing over and over. But then I was like, I really actually want to fight. I don't want to like just do the same stupid class over and over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I pretty much ran into my boyfriend who was training me at the time, and we met on like he used to do airbrush body art, so we met in that in like a business aspect before we even got together.
Right.
So he just started training me and stuff, and he said, oh, I run a gym. And I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I want to train. He didn't think I was serious at first because a lot of people these days they'll say, oh, I'm about that life, and they're actually not, and they'll want to train and stuff, but they don't really show up. So once I actually showed up and actually started training with him, he was actually very impressed. And then he after 6 months of hard training, he put me on my first fight, my first amateur kickboxing fight, and from then on, it just like flew off. So,
Right. How did you do in your first fight?
oh, I beat the girl.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, a lot of people they say they're like, yeah, man, I'm a pro fighter. I'm training to be a fighter, and it's bullshit because it is incredibly hard. It's a hard gig.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. It takes a toll. It's like the hardest sport you could ever do on your body.
Well, yeah, I saw a picture of you. You look very beautiful, and then the next picture, you just finished doing a fight, and your face, you win a couple rounds with somebody, and you could tell that, of course you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit, and some
Yeah,
people,
exactly. It's the name of the game.
yeah, some people, they kind of get shocked. They're kind of like, wow, I thought I was supposed to just hit them. Uh,
Yeah, no, a lot of people they'll hit the mitts, but then it all comes down to how you do when you actually get hit by the other person.
Yeah, and that's the thing where your body, either it's the fight or flight. Either you're into it or you're like, I could deal with it and fight back, right? Uh,
Yeah, absolutely.
but then there's some that you could. It depends on who you're fighting. Sometimes you could go into panic mode. Some guy,
Yeah,
you watch some people that if they ever get knocked down or they've never had their clock cleaned, it kind of you can't feel your legs anymore. You kind of you could go into a complete panic mode, and it's the scariest thing in the world. You're trying to look like you're in control, but you're not, and it could either you learn off of that and you say, okay, cool, I'll be okay, or you could say, I never want that feeling again.
Yeah.
Because that is a scary feeling when you're just like you're in there, and it's happened to me. I've been hit, and I've gone down, and my legs just do not want to listen, and it's the weirdest feeling in the world when you're telling yourself you need to do this, and your body's not listening
Yeah,
to you.
I've been there before. On my like 10th fight, I think it was. I wasn't fighting for. I didn't have a fight for maybe a year, and I didn't realize it was a year because time went by so fast.
Right.
And I go in the ring, and I got like what they call ring rust,
Yes.
and my adrenaline was going, and I felt I was good like the first round, and then like in the middle of like the second round, I started to feel very my legs filled with like the lead, like it
Yeah,
felt
yeah.
like lead,
You s-
and I couldn't move that much, so I was like. I was moving, but my legs felt like they were slowing down, like in slow motion.
Well,
I was like,
you're
"Fuck,
sucking oxygen like crazy. You're
yeah,
trying to tell yourself what is going on here. And the one thing that I was always told is never let your opponent see that you're having a
yeah,
hard
definitely
time
not."
breathing, because once they see that you're sucking air like a fucking, vacuum, then they know that you're in trouble. So you're trying to hide
Yep,
that, you know. Uh,
absolutely.
so it's the worst feeling in the world when, and I have that problem too, where all of a sudden, stamina, it goes, and
Yeah,
you're like a second ago you were fine, and then now you're like, oh shit, if I throw one more punch I'm gonna faint. So
yeah,
I've gotta either milk it, make it to the round, and sit down, and wake up and get my second wind. But it is a fucked up. See, that's why they call it a sweet science. Well, the boxing they call it sweet science. There is a science to it. You cannot. There, it's like you're playing poker in there. Okay. Sometimes
yeah,
you could beat somebody that is better than you by using your head. You really
yeah.
by
It's
being
all meant. It's a lot of the fighting is like 90% mental,
right.
and then like 80% training. Because
Yes.
if you're not mentally stable and like mentally ready for it, like if you I mean, you're always gonna have like a slight doubt because you're excited about it, and like you don't know what's gonna happen. It's a
Right.
fight; anything can happen. So,
Yeah,
uh,
that's the thing. Anything could happen, and that's the difference between the great fighters, even the great ones. I mean, you could even watch Muhammad Ali when he went in with some bum. The bum got a lucky shot in, and Muhammad Ali went down, but he got back up, and you could just tell he was like, "Now you're fucking dead," you know. You could tell that, hey, one punch could change everything, and that's a beautiful thing in a way, like you could go in there with somebody that's supposedly like, look at the Rousley. She was supposed to slaughter the girl, and she ended up losing. And
yeah,
everybody was in shock. They were like, how did she lose? How did she lose? Well, you know what? It happens, man.
yeah, no, it really does. And like a lot of the UFC fighters, like I actually met Misha Tate like last weekend, which was pretty cool. She apparently lost, like I didn't get to see her fight, but she apparently lost like brutally to the girl. Apparently the girl just got the best of her, and fucked with her jujitsu or some shit. And she was really annoyed looking when I saw her because I saw her at Sapphires in the city. There's a new one that opened up, but she looked very annoyed,
Sure, of
and
course.
I just went up to her. I was like, "Hey, Misha, I just want to let you know, like, you're a great fighter. I look up to you. You know, you're you're amazing. Like, don't ever quit." Because she was saying she was gonna retire, and I mean, a lot of fighters do say they're gonna retire after they get beat a lot.
Yeah,
Um, which I think is a little it's a little far fetched because you shouldn't stop. You shouldn't let it stop you. If anything, you should just keep going.
yeah, but
You
you know what
know?
it is? It depresses people. It depresses you
Yeah.
when you work that hard and you go in there and you lose. You're like, fuck
Oh
this.
yeah, I
You're like,
totally
fuck this.
agree.
This is bullshit. I shouldn't lose. And it plays with your mind. So when I hear guys say that, I always go, And give them a couple months, they'll be back in there. They're just pissed off.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
everybody has that where you just have a bad day. It's worse than a bad day because you got to remember you're going to a fight. Fight takes months to almost a year. So all that time you're focusing, okay, and then you get in there, and if you lose, you lose. But when you lose, it's it's such a downer, okay, that you feel like, what the fuck did I wake up at 5 in the morning
Yeah,
to go work out for? What did I do? What the fuck am I killing myself for? To go in there and lose a decision or however you lost, you're like, I should not lose, and that plays on your mind. So I understand that, but most of the time they give it about like 3 weeks to a month, and they're like, they're over it, and then they'll get back in there, and then they'll go back to fighting. It's a tough.
yeah.
People don't know how mentally brutal it could be in there. It's people
I have
think,
a question for you.
sure, sure.
Wait, have you ever fought like actually in the ring yourself?
Like boxing.
Oh, boxing.
Yeah.
Like amateur boxing?
No, it was like a gym where you went in there and just beat the shit out of each other. But I see. I got into a lot of fights when I was a kid, so I still fight. I think last week I got into a fight with somebody, just because I like you. I love violence. I don't like being told where to park, how fast I was going. No, I didn't do that. I just get into fights with people, and it's just I have a bad. Anyways, I'm learning now. I'm getting older now, but it's just I've always got into fights, so I know what it's all about. And I took boxing, and I took karate, and I took a lot of them, but I've never been into the ring professionally for money or anything like that. No, because if I did, I'd be a sore loser. I would. You know how people go like you got to shake the person's hand when you lost, and I'm like, I'd kick him in the balls. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if the guy on whoever sports desk goes, oh, what a jackass. I'd be like, so what? You're talking about me. I don't
Yeah.
care. It's like I'm not gonna shake somebody's hand who just fucking made me say uncle in front of everybody. I just that bothers me. I love the warrior mentality, but the thing is, these guys have respect for one another. They
Yeah.
they know it's a hard gig, and at the end of the day, you're gonna shake hands. But if I legitimately do not like the person, I don't think I would be buddy buddy with them. Like there's some people that you just know you're not gonna get along with. You know,
Yeah.
so and then you gotta pretend to be. You ever like it's like this? You ever meet when somebody goes, Star, you gotta meet this girl. She's the coolest. She's super cool. And then you meet them, you realize you hate their guts.
Yeah.
It's like that. You're like, I gotta pretend to like this person because you like them,
Yeah, I feel you.
And I'm like, I can't do that anymore. To me, it's like it's like you ever go somewhere like. You ever get stuck to go on a party and you're like, I really don't want to go to this fucking party, and you get stuck in the car with a bunch of morons, and you're like, this is
Yeah.
gonna suck, and you're kind of you're looking at the speedometer going, now if I jump out of the car, how badly will I get hurt, you know because I really don't want to go, and so anyway, so that's cool that you've done all that, but I've seen your pictures, and I was scrolling down and I'm looking down and I'm like, you've got a dick in your ass, and I'm like, how did
Well, I
that.
don't do anal yet.
No, no, no,
I don't
and
have
I'm
a dick
sorry,
in my
not
ass in my
no. I did.
vagina.
I looked quickly. It wasn't like I looked at it and jerked off. I looked at it. I was looking at it at home. My kid, he's always around, he knows what I'm looking at. But anyways, I'm looking through,
Oh my god.
and like I'm like, holy shit, she's doing this stuff. I'm like, how did you end up doing adult movies?
Pretty much I had I met a lot of porn stars when I danced at different places. Like I danced too.
Oh yeah, so
Um,
you're a dancer,
yeah. So I would go to like strip clubs and stuff like
right?
that kind of dancer.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes. I had to work a lot of. I do stand up, so I'd always get stuck doing strip joints, and it was great. You'd have to work super, super hard because you got a bunch of, you got like 100 horny guys going, bring up the girls, you know. So
yeah, exactly.
yeah, and
But
it.
I always yeah.
No, go
But
on.
I met a lot of porn stars so that like they would come and like do a special performance and like do like a show like on the stage and just like appear there and stuff like that. and I would like ask them questions and stuff like that. Um, and then I really like one day I was like, I could actually probably make some money doing this.
Right.
And so then I would ask some of my friends, be like, "What do you think?" And they're like, "Go for it, go for it." Even my boyfriend's like, "Go for it."
Even your
Like,
boyfriend's like, go do it.
yeah, he's like, he supports me in it, so he helps me get my shoots now too, which is cool. And pretty much, I hit up my one of my friends, and then they knew somebody, and hold on a second.
Sure.
Sorry.
Is it
Like, this truck just had to, like, park right near me. Uh, anyway, so I pretty much hit up one of my friends. My friend knew somebody that knew somebody, and I got a contact from them. And I did my first scene in New Jersey
right?
with facial abuse. And they're pretty hardcore. So I started off going on to the hardcore shit.
Yeah, fuck. I saw one where the girl, she was like, pretty much fucking puking on you, and I'm like, oh god. Like I was
Yeah.
and then the
I've
guys,
actually never done anything like that, so
yeah,
like that was
don't
like a first.
just get
But like it
laid.
was all mainly water anyway, because like we
Yeah,
didn't eat anything like really like
right,
before we did the shoot,
right.
so it
Like go to
wasn't.
McDonald's or anything like that,
Yeah,
or
I
like
wasn't trying to like puke up French fries
yeah. Here, let's go.
on the bench.
Oh wow, those are
Like,
crazy fries. I know where you went. You went to Burger King. That wasn't McDonald's, you liar.
but yeah. So then I did that. My first scene was was a solo scene, and then I did my second scene, which was with the girl Kimchi,
Kimchi,
and then
yeah.
and then the third one I did another solo with them, and then after that I kind of just didn't want to do too much with them. You know what I'm saying? I wanted
Right.
to work with other people, so I actually did a scene in England
Oh, you went to
in
England?
August.
You went to
Yeah,
England?
I went
Oh
to
wow.
yeah, I went to England and I did a scene with Pascal White. His site is called
Is it the guy with the
PascalSubsluts.com.
giant dick?
What?
Does he got like a giant dick or something? I saw you sitting on some guy's fucking 9 foot penis.
I mean, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
I
I'm
mean,
like
there's a
that.
lot of different pictures, so.
Yeah, don't get. You're tiny. I'm worried you're gonna get broken in half. I really am. Cause
Trust me,
like,
I can take a lot.
oh, I saw it.
Like
You're
my
like,
my like I'm gonna tell you straight up right now, like the scenes that I did, like the guys they fuck alright, like they fuck hard, but my boyfriend fucks me 10 times harder.
yeah, I saw
Like
that too. It's weird. It's weird when people go, I saw you get fucked, and you're like, oh, okay, could I watch you get fucked? No, no, you can't. Uh, that's the weirdest thing. And yeah, I saw him beat the shit out of you. Like not like with his hands, like with his dick, which is kind
yeah,
of good and bad in a way. But it's like you're tiny, and I'm like you're bouncing, your ass is bouncing. And I'm like she's gonna break in half. This girl's gonna
she's gonna break in half.
like holy shit. He is absolutely beating the shit out of you, and it turned me on a little bit. But I'm like in a way, I'm like oh please somebody call an ambulance. I
Has somebody call an
I don't
ambulance?
want you to get killed in there. You're gonna, I want you to kick ass in the ring, not get killed in the bed. So
Oh no, trust me, it doesn't.
I couldn't. I don't like it when the guys choke you though. Do you like that?
Yeah, I do.
How? Why? Why do you fucking let a guy choke you? That scare. Like I'm worried they're gonna kill you.
No, there's a way to do it. There's different ways to do it, and it just goes on like pretty much. I just been through it, so I've been through it with my boyfriend, and he
He
does
practices
it to
on
me.
you.
Like,
He's like, come here. It's weird, eh? It's like whenever you guys get into an argument, he's like, hey, I want to try some shit out.
I mean, it's not like that, but it's just more like we just get kinky with it.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
just
That's
like all that stuff.
yeah. You're into that kinky stuff. You're really no. The pictures of you are amazing. Like you look. You could just be a model.
Thank you.
You could just be a model. If you want to do the porn stuff, do the porn stuff. I'm not gonna be your fucking dad or anything. If you want to do it, do it. But I would rather you just be a boxer and a fighter because I think you got the mad skills. You got the look. Maybe it could take you to another level where people like she does adult movies, right?
Well,
It's
that's pretty much it. I mean, it's what I'm pretty much doing.
Yeah,
So
but that is absolutely. I've never heard of that because I have. I'll tell you the truth. Whenever I watch the girls fight, I'm like, when they're in there, I'm like, I wonder what they're like in bed. And then now it's like I could see you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if somebody goes, Orion Starr is fighting, it's like, oh, cool. Who's this girl? Oh, she's hot. And then it's like, you know what? She does porn. Bullshit. See, before the person would even finish, I'd be on the computer typing it up. I'd be Orion Starr. And then I'd be like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah, people don't expect it at first. They're
you're
just
because
like,
you're adorable looking, but you've got this tough look about you. And then you look at it and you go, this girl is maybe what are you, 110 pounds?
116 this morning.
Oh God, you must feel like a fat slob. 116 pounds? That's a fucking, what did you eat? A blueberry? Go eat some food.
Well, it's just dieting because I have a fight on Saturday actually, and the weigh-in's at 115, 116.
Okay,
So,
okay,
but
yeah.
I usually walk around at 120, 125 the most. But
Yeah, you're
yeah,
very fit. Very,
I
very
feel
fit.
good. I don't feel like drained or anything. I mean, I'm used to dieting by now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my 14th fight. So
Yeah. Don't like when do you know when you can turn pro?
probably after 20 or 30 fights.
Oh, I hope it's sooner than that. I hope way sooner than that. Hopefully, if you go up to about, I know you need, of course, you need to know what you're doing in there, but I don't like 30 fights is a lot.
Yeah,
Try
my
and
coach just yeah, my coach decides like how many fights. So he was like saying like 20 to 30,
well
and then I'll
make
go
it
pro.
see if you could, your first couple of fights could be against like easy opponents, and then that way, your record can go up a little bit, and then that way you get the confidence, you feel good, and then that way you get the big money, like people are like she's undefeated. I think that's going to be I don't want you to get high on this. Don't think I'm trying to fluff you up, and I hope you don't take it as uh, I'm going to be the best. I'm the best. That's great. If you have that in your mind, that's what you need as a fighter. You got to tell yourself, I'm the best, okay? Uh, uh,
Yeah.
but don't, if people see what you can do and they're like, holy shit, she does porn too, that's unheard of, right? You could be like the next big thing, you know?
Oh hell yeah,
And that's
that's the
something,
goal.
and
My
that's
goal is to make it big in both aspects of what I'm doing.
right.
So that's why my thing is sex and violence, and I even have it tattooed, as you saw.
Oh yeah, I want people
I'm
to. I'm gonna put pics of you and show your tattoos. Your tattoos are absolutely terrifying. You've got some
yeah.
crazy tattoos, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I plan on getting more. I'm not even done yet.
More? How you don't
Hell
even
yeah.
have enough? You need skin for that. You got no more skin left.
No, I have a lot. I have like my legs. I have to do my legs. I have to finish my sleeves and stuff. So
Oh, it looks crazy. Like you've got the look about you that just looks like it looks wonderful. Where you're like, wow, this is what a fighter should look like. And I wish I could see you live perform, not in porn, but in fighting. I'd love to see you in the ring because you just look. There's a beauty to you, but there's also this scariness where you're going, this girl's tough. You know,
yeah, a lot of people are intimidated by me. Like
good.
it's crazy that like I'll talk to them at work and they'll be like, "Oh, you fight? That's crazy." And I'm like, "Yeah, check." Like, and I'll show them like one of my fights or something, or I'll invite them to come. And I mean,
You
most of
need
the
to
time, I
set
don't
up.
really care if people come or not. That's not what it's about. They're selling tickets. Like these promoters, there are a lot of them are just like, you got to sell tickets,
Oh
got to sell
yeah, yeah.
tickets. And I'm
I know
like,
all
I don't
about
really
that.
care.
Yeah, I
I'm
know, I
just
know.
I'm there to fight.
Yeah, I'm
So
doing your job. Yeah, I'm gonna sell tickets for you. You sell the tickets. I fight. I hate that. Like
yeah,
it's like no, you got to sell tickets. You got to sell tickets. It's like fuck you. You sell the tickets. Okay.
yeah, right,
Let me
exactly.
concentrate on fighting. I'm doing the hard work. Okay. You just go.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that. Trust me. I know what that's all about. It's like you want to slap them out. It's like shut up. Just do what you need to do. I'll do what I need to do.
Just shut up.
So you know what
Yeah.
you should do at the you gotta get into the newspaper. You gotta get the bouncer, tell him, like, say it tonight. I'm gonna, we'll set it up. I'll be like, whatever. I'll give you like a fuck, what, don't, whatever. Just go. Listen, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you in front of everybody. All right. And then that way we're gonna videotape it, and then I'll have one of my girls videotape it. I know you'll look like a loser and whatever, but it's gonna help me. So I see if they can do that, or like you're at a McDonald's or something, and somebody's stuck in a car and you get them out, or you beat the shit out of somebody. You got to put your clips of you fighting up there. There's not enough clips of you fighting. There's great clips of you, like somebody took very nice pictures of you fighting and training, but there's got to be more pics of you doing your business, right? And I think that when people see that, I think things are gonna like really go, wow, this girl can do.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, the only reason why I don't put up a lot of videos is because like a lot of other fighters, or if I'm fighting this or some girl, is because uh, they may look at that and then they may like take that and use it against me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
They'll probably like take it and study it and stuff. And like I don't, and that's why a lot of other amateur fighters I've seen that don't put up videos either.
right, right,
But
right.
I mean, if people want to come to a fight, they can come to a fight. I mean, I'm always posting about it.
Yeah, you do. It's a hard. It's hard, but
It's just hard because a lot of people, they'll say they want like a lot of like quote unquote friends of mine, like so-called friends of mine,
right.
will be like, oh yeah, I'll come to your fight, and then like I'll be like, okay, I got tickets. How many do you want? And then like they won't answer, or they'll prolong it to like the last minute,
Yeah,
or they'll just prolong it to the last minute till like, oh wait, I can't go.
yeah.
And then it's just like, well then don't tell me you're gonna go.
No,
And
I'm
like,
with you. But I see that happened to me years ago. I'm tired of doing that. Like friends are only there when you're winning. Okay.
oh yeah.
So if you are, or you're like the top of your class, you got friends come. All of a sudden, you got friends coming out of your fucking ass. But when you're starting off, you need support and shit. That's where you'll see your true friends. Okay.
Yeah.
And most people, they're like, hey, you're great. I'll come to your fight, and then they don't come. Yeah, I always have my wife found my list. People I'm gonna kill, and those that I'm gonna, if I ever make money, I'll give them money. But I just sit there and I have, I'll just look at it and go, this is who helped me out. This is who didn't. This is who helped me out. This is who didn't. Not help me out like with my career, but just be cool, you know? Like
Yeah.
like there's a difference between friends and parasites, right? So you got to make sure that that's cool that you're doing all that stuff, but always remember, fuck people. There's too many idiots out there. Focus on what you're doing and fuck them. And if they don't show up, always remember that. Just go. Always remember who was the one that stuck with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So when's your next shoot?
Um, I'm probably aiming for December.
Like for the adult stuff.
Yeah, December.
And what is it like? Are you going to do? You should hook up with Kimmy Kaboom. I'll give you her contact. She's got giant tits. You should do people would freak out because you're tiny, and she's just got these fucking. She won best tits 2 years in a row.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, yeah, she's like fucking huge tits.
Kimmy Kaboon.
Yeah, Kaboom.
Okay.
Massive, and she's wonderful. Her husband takes care of everything. His name's Daryl Kaboom. He makes sure that everything's cool, and she's a wonderful woman, and she's a two-time champion herself. You two, if you guys did a scene, I'll tell you, guys would jerk off like nuts on that shit. So that would be awesome. So I'll give you
I'll
her.
definitely look into it.
No, I'll give
Definitely.
you. Folks, you could follow Star on Twitter. I'll put your link too, so then that way people
Yeah.
can
Thank
can
you.
can see your link, and if they need to contact you for anything or whatever, I hope they contact you for promotions and not just for perverted shit like oh god.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
So yeah, I'll give you the contact, and that way that would be so cool. Have you ever gotten into a fight where like when you're in the ring, the girl didn't know that you did adult movies?
Yeah,
And what did
pretty
they?
much.
And how did they?
Pretty much every girl doesn't know that I fought doesn't know that. So, I mean, unless they do and they just haven't said anything, but you know,
Right, right.
for now I just try and keep it to like a minimum of like have decent people knowing, not like the entire fight scene, because just like people I know and people my boyfriend knows in this fight scene. So like some know but some don't, and it's better left that way. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, and then when's your next? When is your bout? When's your next bout? Do you know?
this Saturday.
This Saturday. Okay, well, try and get this out as quickly as possible. And where are you fighting?
Okay, he's in Wantaw in Long Island.
Ooh, and who's your opponent?
This girl Jess Ruiz.
Oh, she's dead. Oh, fuck, Jess. You're ruined. You have no
Yeah,
idea.
she's ruined.
You know what you can do too? Eat a lot of beans before the fight, and that way, when she gets you in a corner, let one rip. And when she makes that face like, holy fuck, my eyes, clock her. And then, seriously, you gotta
Oh my
see,
god.
I know every move. I know every fucking move.
Special attack.
If you ever want to know how to weasel your way through life, call me.
Gotta
I know every
eat some
single weasel
beans.
move on the planet. But that's great. You're gonna do well. I know you're gonna win. Okay.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, I'm sure I'll do well too. So
yeah, you're gonna do well. And stay positive and be don't let shit get to you. Okay. You're
yeah,
young and you're
definitely not.
smart. Don't let people take advantage of you. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so folks, I've been talking to Orion Starr. I think she's going to be the next big thing. I really do, folks. Please check her out. I want you to look at not only her fights, her picks. They're wonderful, and give her love, send her love, give her positive energy, and then that way, when she goes in there, she'll slaughter everybody. And yeah, at the end of the night, you could jerk off about it.
Yup.
All right. Well,
Absolutely. I
I
thank you for having
Oh,
me.
no problem, sweetie. Your next big fight, you let me know, and I'll let everybody know about it. Okay.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, thank you.
No problem, folks. You're listening to the Wrecking Crew Comedy Podcast. I'm Vito D'Amico. If you have any questions, answers, or you want to know anything, let me know. I want to thank Orion Starr for being with me. And folks, enjoy your weekend. Be good. Go check out a fight and follow this girl. She's really something special. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Ciao.